Hey, this is Kamori. Recently I have been working on my Liliana vest cape, and it involves quite a bit of fur trim around the edge of it, so I thought I would make a video on how to make sewing with fake fur a little bit easier.
Fake fur comes in many different styles, but the one way you can categorize them is based on the pile of the fabric, which is the length of the fiber. So this black fabric has got a shorter pile. You can see it's more plush, but the individual fibers themselves, not very long. This is more of a long pile fake fur. I think they called it grizzly fur at Joann's. And you can see that the individual fibers are very long, and this is a lot more like a wolf or a long-haired dog type fake fur. Fake fur is very similar to real animal hair in that it likes to shed a lot. So it's helpful to have a lint roller nearby to clean up any excess fiber that may be on your fabric, on your clothes, on your dress form, or wherever else it goes. Cutting fake fur is a bit different from cutting regular fabric. As you can see, if you cut straight along the bottom, just like you would for regular fabric, you end up with this very blunt and unnatural looking edge to the fur. So far, I've found the easiest way to cut fabric is to flip it over and then draw the design on the back of the fabric. Now, I just need a 3-inch strip, so I just drew a line down the back. And what we're going to do is take the scissors and just carefully snip at the fabric, and we're just trying to cut through the fabric layer right here. We're trying to not cut through the fibers underneath. So use a small pair of scissors and then just cut little by little all along the line. After the fabric has been cut, carefully pull the two pieces apart to separate the fiber. Very gently. And now you can see that the new cut line, everything still seems very natural. As you can see, the edge of this rectangle is still very roughly cut. So now we're going to fix this using the method that we just mentioned. Draw a line across the rectangle a little bit further up from the edge, and now we're going to cut the fabric along that line. After the fabric's been cut, gently pull apart the two pieces, and now you have a more natural looking end. When it comes to sewing fake fur, I definitely prefer sewing by hand rather than by machine because I feel like the end result looks a lot better. So to sew two pieces of fake fur together, as you notice, you put them right sides together like you would with fabric, but see how there is no fur peeking out from between the two pieces? So you push all the fur down so that it doesn't get stuck in the seam. And now we're going to sew the two pieces together. I prefer using a very tiny whip stitch for sewing the two pieces of fabric together. Then, when you unfold it, fluff the fur over the seam, and you can barely even tell that it was two pieces attached together. This same concept can be used pretty much any time you need to sew fake fur onto fabric. You just put right sides together and push all the extra fiber out of the way, and just very carefully use little tiny hand stitches to sew the fur onto the fabric. If you can't put right sides together, just place the fur onto the fabric, push all the fibers out of the way, and then very carefully hand sew the two pieces together. Then at the end, fluff the fur back into place, and you can barely even tell where the stitching was.
And that was a few tips on how to make sewing with fake fur easier. If you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more cosplay sewing tutorial videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.